Alright, in this video we're going to be solving linear equations using our Casio calculator. So we're doing that with these basic examples we have here, and at the end of the day you can solve it by yourself. So let's start with the first one. We want to solve 2s plus 3 equals to 0 using Casio calculator. Just so you understand, this is a basic example. You can use more complicated examples as the case may be. So we'll be using the calc function to solve for these equations. So the first step here is to type out the equations correctly. So you just punch them in your calculator. So for this, the first example is 2x plus 3 equal to 0. So to type equal to, you also use this alphabet function, equal to 0. So the next step now is to perform the calc function. So to do that, you press shift, calculate, and now it's trying to solve for what? S. So if we press equal to sign, it gives us the value. So our S is equal to minus 1.5. So what it practically did was it took this 3 to the right side here, giving us minus 3. So if you divide through by 2, we have minus 1.5. So we can try the second equation also. So to do that, I'll just clear this out and I'll type the equation as it is. So here I'm going to have 5 alphabet y minus 7 equal to 13. So the next thing to do is to do shift calculate. You can see that it threw a variable error. So in this case, what we observed is when you're solving for equations using this calc function, you try as much as possible to leave your variables as x. Okay, so to do that, I'll just replace x here with y so that you can get your value. So to do that, we have 5 instead of y, we use x minus 7 is equal to 13. Sorry, it's 13 here. Okay, so to perform your calculation, do shift calc, and it's asking if you're solving for s. Let's say yes, we do equal to, and here our s is now equal to 0. You can see there was no error sign when we substituted the value for when we use y, s instead of y. So I'll leave you to the last example. You can solve it using this Casio, and let's have your answer in the comment section. In this other part, we're going to be solving quadratic equation using our calculator. So I'll also clean this out. All you have to do is to type in these expressions the way they are. Okay, so to do that, I'll do s squared plus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0. So in the same way, we are going to calculate using calculator function. It's asking us what we are calculating for x to equal to. It gives us the value of minus 2. But one thing you should take note of here is that for quadratic equations, it has two values of s. We can see the highest potential exponent of s is 2, so we have two values for s. For this particular equation, it only gives us the value of s to be equal to minus 2. But if we had solved this out, we discover that there's other value for x. So in order to give us the right value, I'll show you how you can perform quadratic equation in the next video. But because you have already started watching this, let me just show you how to go about it. Now, instead of using the calc function, if you're going to solve quadratic equation so that you can have the two variables, all you have to do is you go to the mode that is the first step is go to the mode, and then under mode you go to equation, which is in our number 5. So clipping 5 now gives us equation. So this is a 2-degree equation, which is a quadratic equation, so we can locate that at for step 3 here. So what to do then is to press 3, and here is giving us a prompt to add the values for a, b, and c. For this particular equation, the coefficient of s squared is our a, the coefficient of s is our b, and the coefficient of, and this last value 6 is our c. So all we'll do is to input those values here. So for a, the coefficient here is 1, so do 1, press equal to. For b, the value there is 5, press equal to, and the last value there, c, is 6, press equal to. So once you're done, you just click the equal sign, and here it gives you that the first value of s is -2, and the second value of s is -1. Unlike using the calc function, it only picks the first as the first value is able to calculate and resolve it as your answer. So that said, I'll leave you to try this couple of examples, but just so you have a perspective on it, let me solve the second one here, then I'll leave you to the third one. So what do? We go back to our function. So here, okay, let me just clean it out. Okay, I said the first thing to do is go to mode, and then equation, and then 3. Now for this particular one, the coefficient of s squared is a, in this case is 2, so press 2, and then press enter. The coefficient of x here is -3. Please take note of the minus, so we write -3. Then the coefficient, last expression here is 1. So once we have all our values entered, just click equal to. So s, the first value of s is 1, and the second one is 0.5, as the case may be. Okay, that said, I'll leave you to solve these other equations.